Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanics. Still solo! I think we're going to be doing multiplayer tonight, which I'm super excited for. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I said I was going to work on trains, but honestly, I don't have the time, nor the motivation to really work on a big project right now. Honestly, the transforming car was, I'm not going to say the, kind of the last thing I want to put effort into. I don't know, I'm just fatigued. Happens. I don't know. You guys try working on something for a whole year straight and you get a little bit tired of it. Yeah, imagine if you guys had to do math homework year-round. Oof. I'm just assuming a lot of you guys are younger, have to do math homework. Anyway, what's a dumb thing that I can do, given my situation? Okay. Honestly, this is barely a vehicle. But we're gonna do it. Okay. So I need some armature for this. Okay, so fair warning, this is a stupid idea. Oh, come on. This is a stupid idea. This isn't going to be a functional vehicle. It's not even going to be a cool vehicle. I was just thinking, the follow cam in this game is pretty great, but it gets a little bit, you know, wigged out by stuff. So let's see. Can I put this bathtub sideways? I can't. Okay. So we're just gonna nix. Let's just delete it. We have to start with the bathtub first. Okay, so let's find the exact center on this tub. It's probably there. Yeah. Okay, so it is a odd width. Okay. Then we're going to want to extend this here and here. And we're going to want some low collision blocks to weld on. I have to say, Durf's inclusion of low collision blocks are kind of my favorite thing. One of my favorite things in this game. I don't know. Anyway, to all of you guys that left those comments telling me to use the Alt-Q, I'm aware of it. You can stop telling me now. I'm just not going to use it, because honestly, switching between the different Alt-Qs is just about as slow most of the time as actually, you know, building things correctly. Or, you know, not building things correctly, swapping the parts in and out. Just because I'm not going to remember what I have on the various bars. If I could see them, maybe that'd be okay. Like, if there was kind of like a ghosted, like, image moved back a little bit, that would be a lot easier, because then I could plan it out. But as it stands, I'm too focused on what I'm building to possibly remember such things. And you can stop yelling at me now, please. Thank you. Sorry if I come off as a little bit cranky. It's just like, I want to say there's like 5 or 6 different unique, different comments saying the exact same thing, and it's just like, look guys, I get it. I get it. I know. I'm aware. Okay. Anyway, so, you know, I'm gonna take these off. I don't know what the, well, no, we know exactly what the maximum height is. We want to make a square here, so it's got to be 1, 2, 3, this. Okay. But yeah, it's just not a mechanic that I'm going to be using that often. Maybe eventually. Maybe I'll load up like a ton of different ramps that way. But as it stands, it's too much work. Using this mechanic for just a small part listing. I don't know. Anyway. Crankle mode off. Let's see. So we've got all this loaded up. I'm gonna need an engine. I'm just gonna do a short test. So the cool part is, bathtubs are now, I said this on the last one. Wait, engine isn't connected to anything. Oh, duh. Okay, so those low collision blocks, not low collision enough. So it is still colliding. That's unfortunate, but honestly not terribly unexpected. They're pretty magic, but they're not absolute wizards. Well, that's okay. We've got what we need anyway. Let's see. Okay, perfect. That's it. Follow cam. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we got that. Now to build the actual car. Now, first and foremost, I probably want to... do that. Move it down a little bit. We're probably going to need to extend it over, too. Okay. So we got that taken care of. I'm going to get rid of the engine. I'm not that interested in it as it stands. And we'll get rid of these. I'll probably move the whole cube back, in fact. Let's make it properly cubical. Properly cubical? There's something about that English that, like, sounds terribly wrong, but at the same time, I'm far too tired to realize exactly what the issue is. It's also been a long time since I've been in English class. Okay, so I'm halfway tempted to put this whole thing in a I'm halfway tempted to put this whole thing in the frame, but I don't think I'm going to do that. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to make this into a functional car. Okay, let's see, so how much is this for? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so it's perfect. I'm still going to try and keep it to the same general design here, for better or worse. So let's make room for some suspensions in here. I'll probably want to have some suspension glitches too. But this is okay. Okay. Over here. Yeah, I just want this to be a relatively smooth ride, except for the terribly broken... Oh yeah, we still do have those crazy suspensions in. Nice. Okay, I want this to be a relatively smooth ride, despite the fact that the driver's seat is going to be a nightmare situation. I need to... Oh, God. Okay, I don't know if this is all going to make it into one episode. In fact, maybe. What I want to do... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I might make a couple of iterations here. This is the prototype, and then we'll make the real version. What we're probably going to do is make, like, a kind of nice-looking car, like an actually drivable-looking vehicle. And I'm going to do this exact same thing to it. Alright, so we want to get rid of... No, we don't want to get rid of these. I'm just going to take some surface panels. And we're just going to cover the bottom, I think. Okay, yeah, so what I might want to do, and... Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be bad. So idea... Yep. I think what I'm going to do is make really nice looking cars in the same, like, make and model as this. Effectively. Well, not make and model, but with the same concept as this. But, you know, like, kart racers that everybody gets to use. And that's going to be, I guess I'll extend it backwards a little bit more. We're not fitting these these surface panels in properly. Okay, but yeah, so it's going to be a surprise ultra jank race. Because I'm a terrible person, I guess? I don't know. It'd just be really funny. It's like 3, 2, 1, go, and then just everything goes topsy-turvy on everyone. Some part of that is just really funny to me. Anyway, there's probably better, faster ways I could have done that, but whatever. This is prototype time. I guess I can just run them backwards. I don't think the spinning tub's not going to collide with any of this. Which is good. What do we need? Ah, right, we need the shorter suspension. 2, 3, 4. And we probably actually want to grab these heavyweight blocks. I'm just going to do a line along the underside here. Reason is, this way, it's weighted down. Okay, cool. So we should... Yeah, we've got enough here. I never know why they said they changed the limit to 5. 5 connections. Never understood it. Anyway, so let's try turning it. Alright, it should go forward. This should be a functional vehicle. Okay, it's not. The centrifugal force, or centripetal force, or whatever force is making it almost impossible. I mean, kind of figured that would happen. Not much I can do about this, honestly, except for, ooh, ultra heavies. Well, can I drive? Can I steer? Not really. Yeah, this centrifugal force is nonsense strong. Oh, God. Seizure warning. Wow, that hurts my eyes. Okay, so this was, I mean, honestly, I'm going to say rousing success. But I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to do that again. Ever. Alright. So we've done that. I'm kind of a big fan of, like, these weird, motion following vehicles right now. Something about that just feels really, really interesting to me. So I think we're going to commit to the idea. Balls. I'll put these on the wrong way. Can I even put them on the other way? Oh yeah, so I can. Weird. Yeah, so I gotta put these on this way. I guess it's reasonable. Okay, so we want 1, 2, 1. Let's get some low collision blocks in here. So I want to make a vehicle. Obviously. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I make at this point. We really need to go back and make Scrap House again. Here's a question. Oh. Geez, can I do that? Let's see if I can toss this on. Huh. Alright. Didn't know I could still fit in blocks like that. It's actually kind of handy. Okay. Oh, this is a nicely compact car. Now, I could do surface panels along this way, but that would kind of screw up the potential sizing here. Okay, so this is really basic. I can get rid of these. Honestly, I can get rid of almost all of this stuff at this point. Can't touch any of the surface panels, really. So what we want to do, I guess, I'm just gonna accept that we need regular blocks here. I could put surface panels, but doesn't seem necessary. Okay. It's interesting how front heavy or back heavy it is. That confuses me. Okay, so let's switch it back to free cam just because things are a pain in the butt otherwise. Okay, so I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna take this off. Take this off. So what we want is a panel. Effectively, what I want to do is something like this. Now, obviously, this isn't going to work initially. It's just going to look stupid. But I want something... We're probably going to have multiple bearings in here, but something where the seat and the main body turns. I mean, okay, so you guys remember the axolotl car that I made a couple episodes ago that would, like, turn into turns and stuff like that. I want to take that, but I want to make it my own thing. Obviously. Just because, you know, more fun that way. It's more fun when it's your idea. So what we're going to do, another bearing, another low collision. I'm going to do 2 just in case. I'm probably going to have some ramps in there, some other stuff, just so this looks nice. Let's bring it in by 1. These are a little bit long. Yeah, these two. Yeah, every once in a while when I'm listening to a remix on the radio here, I'm like, is it Voices of the Life Stream? And the answer is, it's Voices of the Life Stream. I really like Voices of the Life Stream, if you can't tell. Alright, so let's get rid of this low collision block. It has no bearing right now. Speaking of, let's get rid of the suspensions. I don't know if I'm going to do much with it right now. But this way, we can get the engines hooked in. It'd be really nice if there was, like, unlimited engines. Just so you didn't have to have multiple. Okay, right. We want to hook these up, otherwise we run into issues. Alright, so what's the issue? So, that one's right, this one's wrong. I mean, I actually really dig this already. We don't lean into the turns, which is something I want to do as well. But if we're lucky, we can actually have a vehicle that handles turns really well. You know, kind of does weird snake things. And then we'll add some extra ramps to make it look cool. Wow, this is only 16 minutes in. This is also an incredibly light vehicle, which is an issue. But it's actually doing a pretty good job of keeping itself upright. And going quick, too. Oh, hey. I see a, Oops. Come on, just down a little bit. It's the one thing I don't like about suspension glitches. They're awesome, but boy do they make, like, tipping around and over weirdly either easy or hard, and I don't like it. Well, not much I can do about that. Okay, so we've prototype is good. Honestly, this is going to take very little design, probably past this stage. Okay, so we've got 2 there, 2 there. So let's just try this now. I want this to lean into turns. I'll probably make it a lot longer, and we'll add in some ramp blocks that make it look cool momentarily. But right now, I wanna get a feel for this design, because I've tried this a couple of times in the past, but it feels like with every iteration we get a little bit closer to what I'm actually going for. Okay. So for starters, okay. One of these needs to switch. This is a serious problem. Okay. They both need to switch. Also, we need to raise the entire profile. Because apparently doing this makes it do dumb tricks. I think this might have been why I abandoned this idea originally anyway. Okay, yeah, so at this point I've doomed it to failure. Let's quickly rush back to rush over to the launch pad. I almost feel like making this thing look cool is actually going to be what solves the problem. But I might also have to have separate wheels entirely when we go with the axolotl car design. I don't know. Because, yeah, if I do that, we lean into the turns, but it lifts the ass up too much. Now, option A, we actually separate the seat out from the wheels. we could do that. I mean, part of the issue is I'm just really curious. Maybe a lot of it has to do with the suspension glitch inside. Let's take this out and see what happens. Huh. So it almost works, but then we start going, and then the back just goes up. Which is really weird. Yeah, the other interesting thing I could potentially do is actually get rid of the suspension glitch entirely and do like a chain of low collision blocks here as a turning mechanism. I don't like that option. I think that's a dumb option. It's just right now I'm not seeing this having easy solutions either. I'm gonna cut these off. We're gonna get rid of that bearing. I think I'm just gonna have the car snake. Having it turn into, well, turns seems like a good idea, but I think it's just not going to work for what we're doing here. Are you really? Not that I really need to reuse these parts, but it's easier than deleting them. Wait, what? 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 Why does that work? I have no idea. Okay, fine. Let's start doing some interesting things. The other thing I could actually do is almost have the tires have their own internal tilting system as well. Options. Weird options. Okay. So I'm gonna fill these in. Let's see what happens when I just put low collision blocks here. Still lifts a bit. Bothers me. I wonder if it's... Yeah, I have no idea. There's a couple of different explanations, and none of them are great. I guess it is just slightly back heavy. It's just that surprise lift is always just a bit of a surprise to me. Well, duh. Okay. Alright, so this is an odd width creation, yeah? Alright. Let's do some lightweight blocks here. We want some, okay, fine. For those of you that complain. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have some basic ramps here. We're just gonna do our usual design shenanigans, I think. Maybe I'll put something special later on. I don't know. I'll think about it. Now let's bring this up a little bit instead. Let's have 1x1s. It seems reasonable. I think part of the reason why I don't like the tool set, the toolbar change, is I really wish I could turn off the third one. Currently, I only need 2, so the existence of a third is kind of an inconvenience to me. Okay, I don't really like that ramping. So what if we do like 1x2s and then 1x3s? It doesn't really look better. So what if we go off the rails a little bit here? Let's get some Let's go with my old shark design. I had some fun with the ramps there. So let's have some fun with ramps here. So they increase the width a little bit and give me some more room to maneuver weird design choices. Yeah, because there's just something about this that I don't enjoy. What if... Ooh. Okay, what if I do 1x2, 1x2, and we do... We can't do 1x3s there. Well, we could. It would do weird things. But there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I have a bunch of, like... I have a bunch of parts, but I don't have the inspiration to use them. So I'm just gonna keep throwing stuff at the wall, and we're gonna see what sticks. And the answer is going to be all of it, or none of it, or... I don't know, man. Whatever. We're learning. Okay, let's get rid of these. I don't know. There's just something about this that buggers me. So we could do like 1x3s here. That's what we had. I could do 1x2s. Gives it kind of a weird grill feeling, but I kind of like it. Oh, what if we do? Okay, let's go back. Let's keep expanding on this idea. So we have 1x2s there. What if I put 1x3s over the tires? Okay, so that's broadened it up a little bit. I dig it. No can do. Okay. Do I want to do? Yeah, probably. I don't know. There's just something I don't like about this design. And it's gonna drive me bonkers. Oh well. I really don't think there's much I can do about it. Well, let's see. No, that's not gonna work. Maybe if we do... What if we do... 1x3s here? Yeah, here's an old tip I learned from art school. Know when you should cut your losses. There are a lot of paintings that I did while I was in art school. Some were great, some were really bad. I think this is definitely one of those that it's not going to end up where I want it to be, but instead of just like going wildly out of my way here, I'm just going to make it gray again. We'll paint it later, or we'll paint it never. But when I was in art school, you know, I do all these paintings, and you know, it was good fun and stuff. Okay, it looks like it's not colliding with any major issues here, so that's a good sign. Okay, I didn't know if it was ever going to stop. Okay, but yeah, so I had to do a ton of paintings, and some of them just were never going to go well. Like, ever. And so instead of trying to force the issue and make something awful, you know, try and force something good out of something awful, sometimes it's nice to just accept that it's going to be a disaster, and that's what you got. That's all you got. Okay. So we got some 1x4s. I mean, the biggest problem here is, we need to pretty much have... We need to pretty much have this still twist without colliding on anything, which is always a bit of an issue. I mean, technically the collisions aren't so bad, but still. Either that or we figure out how to get these to just twist on their own. I could do that, actually. Move them out, twist them on their own, or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm making an armored go-kart here. Well, okay. So, in the height of stupidity, let's just see what happens when we screw around with the ramps. Maybe they don't actually have as bad of collision as I think they do. Let's put this down on the lift. Come on. Actually, don't know what's connected where. Okay, so it's a whole brick back here. Yeah, I guess that makes the most amount of sense. I feel like we need a classic spoiler kind of situation. Whoopsie. Okay. Like if we do... Part of my problem is I don't actually know what these spoilers ever look like. And that's kind of huge. Do they go down? No, they definitively go up. Let's have it be smallish. But maybe not a low collision block up here. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've already got this on the list. I think it's called a spoiler. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, that looks a spot better than what I had earlier. Let's see. Let's have a 1x2. Okay. Yeah, technically, it's going the wrong way. Technically, I also just don't care. Maybe I do. I don't know. That might bother me a little bit. Let's move it up one more and let's do it like that. There we go. And then I could do some like crazy stuff if I really wanted to. But I kind of don't. So, let's see. What can we do next? I mean, honestly, as usual, we want to design these things to be really cool. Could actually have like multiple fin segments. That'd be interesting. I like this motif that I've got going on. I guess okay. I said I was gonna test this out. What if I do put ramps right here? How bad's the collision? It makes my hand screw up, but it works. Okay, fine. Let's commit to it. Right. Oh no, it is. Okay, that's good. Huh. What if we did... Huh. That actually looks pretty cool. Sort of. It does have kind of a upper limit section, but that's actually kind of fun. It gets across the weird shark feel that I've got going on here. So we want to do... Okay, we want to do one there. I'll have to do it on the other side too, won't I? Oh, that's okay. It's all Q. And these were just basic one by one ramps going the entire way down, yeah? Okay, and then they stop here. After which we need... Should probably move these over, but that's... whatever. Yeah, this is a bit faster. It's just still an inconvenience. Ooh. Dumb idea. We're doing it. Alright, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these wheels. It's dumb idea time. Brought to you by Wanderbot. Alright. I already broke it. Alright. This thing is going to tip over like nothing else. Probably. You never know. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, so we want to extend this back a little bit. Let's switch up to 1x4s, I think. I have ideas. Okay, so we need to... Not another one of these. Alright, that's frustrating. Either that or... rotation was just the bad issue. Okay, or not the rotation, it's the wrong side. There we go. Okay. So, the bearing is right there, so we have a little bit more space than I think we have. That's good. Okay, so now we want a 1x4 as well. Okay. Technically, should have probably done this sooner, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. No. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Okay, so we want to have low collisions along the way here. I think at this point I could stop at the low collisions. But at the same time, meh. Alright. Then we want this and this. No, we want these. Do we? Yeah, probably. I just don't know if I want this to be going up as well. Oh, though I obviously can't do that from there. Because what I could do is bring these all to a center point, but it's not odd. So yeah, let's not do that. We'll have it up high for now. I might think of a different solution, but I don't think I have a good one. I don't know what it is with me and sharks, but I really enjoy making shark-ish shaped vehicles. Okay, so this is all in the lower level. I want to say like right there. Seems good. I mean, it currently functions. Huh. This might require some doing. Oh. Oh, Dazaprabble. Dazaprabble right there. That would explain why we're having some issues. Alright, so the ramps on this side are improperly placed. That's kind of important. I actually don't know how important that is. Okay. And I think I'm just going to have regular blocks, or not regular blocks, low collision blocks going down this entire side. If it'll let me. Okay, there we go. Yep. Knew I did that. Alright, so biggest issue is... Well, no. I mean, the biggest issue is, ultimately, it's colliding with itself. There's not an easy way to handle this, really. Like, there's some stuff that I could potentially do here. But I don't really know if it would do much. Now, do we actually put anything on top here? Like, I kind of want to, but I kind of also don't. It feels like it should have something on top, but honestly, I almost feel like I should have it go lower. Okay, let's nix these, which is probably going to drop the wheel. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's see. Should probably put a lift on that second bar there. Well, whatever. I'll work on that in a bit. Let's see. I'm actually going to extend this, seeing as we're... Ooh, no, we don't want to do that. I was considering extending it for my usual, like, ramp desync design. But that's actually, like... actually rather inconvenient. Okay. Let's see. Where can I... Oh, jeez. I guess the only place I can put this wheel is at the very, very end. Kind of screws with the design a little bit. But that's okay. So we're going to do that. We're actually going to... We're actually going to have that there. Yeah. This looks good. Okay, so what I can do is do 1 by 2. I'm going to get these off for a second. We also need to get rid of the, we need to use an invisible bearing for this one. Okay. So we want to do 1 by 3s here. For a specific reason. We push this up. We can have that there. And that there. Okay. Yeah, this is going to work. So now we gotta get rid of that, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the tire's back on. The reason why I'm having it flare out like this is, I mean, of course, we need a spot for the fin sides or whatever you want to call them. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Yeah. It's not the greatest. Let's actually... Let's see. Oh. Can I do a 1 by 3 here? I can't do a 1 by 3 here. Awesome. I might have even been able to do a 1 by 4. But that seems kind of unlikely. I don't know. Yeah, so it's not exactly going to be the sharkish, awesome thing that I was going for. It almost kind of feels like a weird seal. But where else was I going to get this wheel in? I guess I could have used some mod block wheel, but that always ends up doing weird stuff as well. Wait, no, sharks have a... What am I doing? Sharks have this, like... I forgot, their tails... I'm thinking of an airplane tail here like a dumbass. Well, this is a problem. Screw it. We'll just go with the original design. The wheel will be the lower half of the crescent or something. I mean, this car barely works. I'm spending so much time on aesthetics and it doesn't even function. What am I doing with my life? Alright, let's just put in a 1 by 3 ramp or something like that. It's not... It's good enough. Okay, we need invisible bearings here, though. Yeah, I guess we could have also used invisible wheels. But I don't know. There's something charming about recognizing that this creation is a vehicle, but also slightly animalistic in design. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I could use a 1 by 4 if I really wanted to. Actually. Screw it. Let's just go with that. It works. Wee. I'm gonna call this half-assing into the finish line. I don't know. Part of it is like this episode really has gone on far too long, and all I want is just something that I can drive around that looks stupid. Alright. Of course, never know if this is gonna work. Yeah, Kyogre worked great. I guess one of the other options I have. Yeah, this thing is a miserable failure. This is a complete disaster. Happens. It happens. I'm gonna call this the disaster shark. Yeah, no, I've made better sharks in the past, but honestly... Wow, this is bad. This is a terrible remix to end the episode on. I am so sorry, everybody. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this started as one idea, and then my weird obsession with sharks took over, and then it became awful. All right, let's turn on follow cam. Duh. What the fuck? Duh. Hi. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the strict follow camera, but it hates mod seats. I totally forgot about that part. Well, Wheelie Shark will save the day, I guess. I mean, it's not so bad sometimes, but the moment I start turning, it's like, you want a wheelie? We got a wheelie. Or just flip over. I mean, it is pretty top-heavy. I have a lot of problems with this design. Oh well. Anyway, I think we're going to be playing multiplayer tonight. So maybe we'll have a reprieve from my idiocy. And actually have, you know, some fun stuff. Ugh, disaster shark. I'm not even going to save it. I'm just going to walk away from it. Goodbye, disaster shark. You were an unmitigated failure.